Yaman's shocking Brazil interview, explosive comments about Turkey, and fan reactions that rocked social media. What if the very person you've admired for years suddenly made a choice that left you questioning everything you believed about them? What if they turned their back on the very country that made them a star? That's exactly what happened when Yaman, the internationally renowned actor, sat down for an interview in Brazil, leaving Turkish fans stunned, angry, and divided. Was this a moment of personal growth or a blatant betrayal? Why did Yaman's response to the simple question, Italy or Turkey, send shockwaves through the nation? Let's dive deep into the controversial moments that turned the spotlight on Yaman in ways no one saw coming. The big question, Italy or Turkey? The answer that shocked fans. The controversy started when Yaman was asked, which country do you prefer, Italy or Turkey? What should have been a straightforward answer about his love for both nations turned into a full-blown scandal. Yaman's reply was a bombshell, especially for his Turkish fans who had supported him through thick and thin. He said, "Both countries are special to me, but Italy has given me so much in terms of my career. I love living here because everything is different. The culture, the people, the food, it captivates me. Turkey is my roots. Of course, I have love for it. But in recent years, I've built a stronger connection with Italy. I love my life here." Boom. His words hit the Turkish public like a freight train. What was meant to be a diplomatic answer to a casual question was seen by many as a deliberate dismissal of Turkey in favor of Italy. Yaman had just told the world that his ties to Turkey, where his career began and his fans adored him, were now secondary. Fans were left wondering, was this a passing thought or a reflection of something deeper? Summer vacations, Italy and Spain, but not Turkey. As if that wasn't enough to leave fans reeling, the next part of the interview was equally shocking. Yaman was asked about his summer plans, and his response only intensified the debate. Instead of mentioning Turkey, the country where he was born and raised, Yaman revealed that he would be spending his vacation in Italy and Spain. The actor said, "Every year, I spend my summer vacations in Spain and Italy. I'll be there again this year. I enjoy the peaceful and calm atmosphere in these places." The idea of Yaman, one of Turkey's most beloved stars, spending his vacation in countries far removed from his homeland struck a nerve with his Turkish followers. For many, it was the ultimate sign that his emotional connection to Turkey was fading. The question that quickly circulated on social media was, why not Turkey? The backlash, fans torn between anger and understanding. The reactions on social media were swift, with Turkish fans flooding platforms with comments like, "Yaman has forgotten us," and "He's become a foreigner to us." The backlash was so intense that Yaman's social media was bombarded with posts accusing him of turning his back on his roots. But it wasn't all negative. There were some fans who defended his right to choose his personal life and preferences, pointing out that every individual deserves the freedom to decide where they want to spend their time. As the debate raged on, some fans accused him of becoming too distant from his home country, while others argued that he had every right to live where he felt happiest. The division was clear. Some saw Yaman's choices as a betrayal, while others felt it was his life to live on his terms. A new love, a forgotten past. Yaman's comments on Demet Özdemir. If his comments about Italy weren't enough to fuel the fire, Yaman's take on his past relationship with Demet Özdemir was the final straw for many fans. In the interview, he openly admitted that he had moved on and had left the past behind. "I have a new girlfriend now, and I love her very much," Yaman said, continuing with a shocking revelation. "I've forgotten Demet Özdemir. I've left all those past relationships behind, and I'm living my life now." Yaman had always been the subject of intense media scrutiny regarding his relationship with Demet Özdemir. Their romance had captivated Turkey and beyond, but it was also a relationship that came to a very public and, for many, painful end. Yaman's decision to dismiss this part of his life so casually struck a nerve with Özdemir's fanbase, many of whom felt that Yaman was downplaying the significance of his past relationship. His comment didn't just ruffle feathers, it caused an outright storm. How could he forget Demet Özdemir so easily? Fans wondered, and many took to social media to express their disbelief. His open declaration of moving on left many fans disillusioned, questioning Yaman's sincerity and emotional depth. For some, it felt like a complete denial of the public love story that had brought so much attention to both stars. The backlash grows. Can Yaman has forgotten us? Can Yaman's controversial remarks quickly spiraled out of control? Social media exploded with fans from both Turkey and around the world sharing their disappointment. The core issue wasn't just his preference for Italy, but his apparent disregard for his Turkish identity and his earlier relationships. Can Yaman has turned his back on Turkey, one fan wrote. First Italy, then Spain, and now this? He's forgotten who made him famous. Others criticized his blunt dismissal of his past romance with Özdemir. It's like he erased everything, said one fan. They were one of the most beloved couples in Turkey. How can he be so cold? It wasn't just about his love life. It was about his perceived betrayal of the fans who had stood by him through his rise to stardom. But as the criticisms mounted, some supporters came forward to defend him. They reminded critics that Yaman, like anyone else, had the right to move on and live his life as he saw fit. This is his personal life, one supporter commented. Why are we judging him for wanting to live where he's happiest? And why should he be forced to hold on to the past? What does this mean for Can Yaman's career? With all this drama unfolding in the public eye, one question remains. How will this affect Can Yaman's career? The Turkish actor has already built a successful career in Italy, where he enjoys a large following and a series of high-profile projects. But his popularity in Turkey was the key to his rise to international fame. Will these controversial statements impact his future in Turkey? Experts are divided on the issue. Some believe that his comments could alienate him from Turkish audiences, potentially affecting his future projects in the country. After all, a nation's loyalty is hard to regain once it's lost. Others argue that Yaman's international career is already thriving and that his choice to prioritize his life abroad won't necessarily hurt his prospects in Turkey. The real question is whether Can Yaman will be able to reconcile his international success with his ties to Turkey. Will he continue to be the beloved star that Turkish fans once adored, or has he crossed a line that will be difficult to undo? Only time will tell. Can Yaman's future? Will he be able to reconnect with his roots? After this explosive interview, Can Yaman's future remains uncertain. His comments about Italy, his vacation choices, and his treatment of past relationships have shaken the foundation of his fan base. The once universally adored actor now finds himself at the center of a fierce debate. In the coming months, it will be interesting to see if Yaman will attempt to mend the rift with his Turkish audience, or if he will continue to prioritize his life in Italy. Fans will be watching closely, wondering if the actor will rediscover his connection to Turkey, or if his international fame will lead him further away from the roots that helped him become the star he is today. At the end of the day, Can Yaman's career and personal choices are his own, but the questions raised by his comments have ignited a fierce debate that won't be easily forgotten. Stay tuned to magazine news and gossip for more updates on this developing story and the future of one of the most talked about actors in the world.